I had zero work other than Ye Akka Bujhegi. And the Dutts were my family in Bombay. The married heroine, they would say that a average audience will not look at her and fantasize about her if he says, "Arey, ye to bhabhi hai."
Right. But you think two women actors, two heroines could become friends?
No. I'll meet you at a party and say, "Hi, how are you? You look lovely." But okay, khatam.
Okay, wait, these compliments are genuine.
No, I had a bad experience with the producers of one particular film of mine with Rahul Roy. He morphed my pictures and created an extremely sexy poster, which wasn't me. My face was there, but that body was not me.
There was this incident involving Mr. Pancholi, right? Where, there was some kind of tiff that happened and you decided that, I'm going to walk.
If it happened to me now, I would not have walked off. I would have slapped him.
Hello everyone, welcome to News 18. I am Titas Chowdhury in conversation with Sheeba Akashdeep. Hello.
Hello Titas Chowdhury, you have a very unusual name.
Thank you. Thank you so much. But thank you to you for inviting us to your lovely home.
And you're most welcome.
The trailer of Baaghi has just dropped and we are going to talk about it. But you sort of made your comeback with Rocky or Rani, and you followed it up with there was Jigra, Fateh, and now this. Tell me, how difficult is it for a woman actor who is married, who has children, who sort of took a little break to focus on her family, to really come back? How difficult is it to make a comeback?
A, it was not a little break, it was a long break.
Almost 20 years, I think.
Yeah. And B, it isn't really a comeback. It's just a gentle easing into working full time. Because I'm now an empty nester, my boys are grown up.
Okay.
And this time around, it's a conscious decision to work with good filmmakers, huge production houses with great casts. I don't want to just do films for the heck of doing films. So I want to do films which people talk about, which people see, which I'm surrounded by talent and the best that money can buy.
Yeah.
Literally when you work with a good production house, A, you're going to get treated extremely well on the set, and B, your film is going to get a great release.
That's
so
true.
These two factors have been the commonality in what I have done so far.
Right. No, but did it require you to once again, sort of call up filmmakers and say that, hey, listen, I think I'm ready, I want to come back?
Yep.
Was that process sort of difficult? Did it take you back to your earlier days?
No, because now there's no pressure. Because now I'm not the main lead heroine anymore, the pressure on me and the filmmaker who's casting me is less. Now if I pick up the phone and say, I want to do something in your movie, they are not pressurized that they have to give me like a part which is the be-all. They know if I get a nice part, I'm going to be happy with it.
Right.
So now there's no pressure to either get work or do the work.
Right. Are you also being very conscious? Because, I do speak to, actors from your generation, and they say that the only thing that keeps coming to us are these mother roles. These one-tone mother roles. Is that something you're consciously sort of staying away from?
So far, all the 4 movies I've done this in the last 1.5 years, none of them have played a mom. But having said that, in real life, my greatest role has been that of a mom. So I am not going to shy away from the fact that I am a mom to grown-up kids.
Right.
And I have no qualms to playing the mother to my own heroes even.
Really? What are you saying?
I have zero problem. I have no problem with my age or how I look or how you perceive me. As long as it's a good part in a good movie, I'm all there, all in.
So are you saying that you're okay playing a mother to, let's say, somebody like a Salman Khan?
I don't mind. If the filmmaker can see me there as his mom, I'll do it.
Fab. No, I love how honest you are. Yeah. But, coming to Baaghi, you're working with Sanjay Dutt. Technically this is the first time where you're working together, because I don't know, there was Pyar Karo where you had a cameo.
So technically, Sanju and me are not in the film together.
Oh, you don't share screen space?
We don't share screen space at all.
Right.
So we're there again in the same movie, but not together.
Right. But did you meet each other on
Of course
the
we
set?
did. Of course
Yeah.
we did.
Reminisce about the old times.
Yes, we did a lot.
But were there really no offers that sort of brought you together back in the 90s?
Oddly, no, because he was going through a rough patch around the time when I was doing main leads. So I think that slip of timing was happening.
Oh. But your first film, your Hindi film, which was Sunil Dutt's film.
Yes.
Yeah, so that connection is definitely there.
Yes.
Do
Sanju considers me family.
Yeah.
So even when we met on the set, he said, come home and meet Priya and meet Anju and, you know, we have to hang. And so for him, I'm like an old connection and that means family.
But do you have any memories of him from that first film?
Yeah, matlab we would meet all the time because I was in their home every single day.
Right.
I had zero work other than Ye Akka Bujhegi. And the Dutts were my family in Bombay. So yeah, I was hanging around in Ajanta Arts and in their home all the time.
Lovely, that's great. Tell me something. How similar or different do you think are Sanjay Dutt and Dutts?
Oh my God! Now here's a question I've never been asked and I've never thought about actually.
Yeah.
I think they're same but different. There's so much similarity in their walk, in their look, in their personality. I don't know. It's hard to say. They're pretty same, but they're diametric
Still
opposites.
very different.
Yeah.
Wow. But you're actually one of the very few people who got to work with Sunil Dutt, so that's a great thing. We can only hear stories.
So then, see, I was right at that edge of people turning. Like I had a Lata ji song in my first movie. She playback for me. I had Asha ji playback for me. So that was like the end of these people, the greats, so to speak. So I feel damn nice.
Yeah, actually, you saw the transition phase.
Yeah. It was that exact transition.
Yeah.
So I got to work with some legendary people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The trailer, like I said, it came out today. A lot of people are saying that, oh my God, there's too much violence and too much bloodshed, which is why I think the film also got an A certificate. What do you make of it? Because, back in the day, even actioners, it wasn't this gory. Today, the thing, so much has changed. I mean, sort of Animal set a precedent in a big way. What do you make of it? Actioners, violent ones.
So there's this genre of movie that's called action, right? And now everybody's pushing the envelope further and further away. We do have very big yardsticks from down south and from Hollywood even. And when you have to show somebody in full-blooded violence or action, there is going to be gore and blood. And there is a certain sector of audience that enjoys that. So, I mean, I know a bunch of people who like action movies. Like if I say, come for a love story, they'll say, nah. But if I say, it's an action film,
they'll come.
They'll come. So there is definitely an audience for this kind of action and blood and gore, so to speak. Yeah.
But what do you have to say to those who are actually judging it and saying that, we shouldn't be promoting so much violence in our films?
We're not promoting it. We're making a genre of a movie which has action. It's extreme action, and people who like that genre are going to enjoy the movie.
Yeah.
And it's an adult certificate, so it clearly says that people of a certain age come and watch it, and keep your kids at home. So it's not for kids, so definitely it's not for a mind that can get influenced in any way, but it's for adults who can see content and go with the flow of the story and understand that the action is very much part of a linear story that's going on, which is a love story.
Yeah.
The heart of it is a love story.
Right.
So, but you want a love story told in a different way, in a larger than life way.
Yeah.
So that's the way to go.
Right. Very true. Moving on to something very different. I remember reading one of your interviews just a while back. You said that, back in the day, there was this contract that women actors shouldn't get married or be pregnant, especially during the shoot of a particular film.
Yeah.
Did that thought sort of come across your mind when you were getting married? That, okay, what if I stop getting work now?
I knew I will stop getting work. Not what if I stop getting work. I
my
was
God.
100% sure. Okay, the minute I get married, I'm not going to get main leads anymore. It was that time, that transitional time. The 90s, people were still in the middle of like being a bit conservative and being bold. They were like there. So for them, heroine has to be this pristine, young, untouched,
Virtuous.
virtuous girl.
Yeah.
So the married heroine, they would say कि a average audience will not look at her and fantasize about her if he says, "Arey, ye to bhabhi hai."
Right.
You see,
That
that
was
was
the
their
mindset.
logic.
Yeah.
Now, of course, things have changed, thankfully. But back in the day, if you're getting married, you're making a conscious decision that you're walking away from the limelight.
My God, imagine a contract like that.
Yeah, but it's fair actually if you go to see. If I sign you
Yeah.
for a movie, for example, now I've signed you for Baaghi and you're supposed to be doing full ass action and rain songs, and then do you want your main lead to be pregnant? Not only is it a safety issue on a set, you can't make a pregnant woman do action or dance or slip in the rain or something. Aesthetically, it's not going to look good for the character.
Yeah.
And in the meanwhile, you've spent so much money on the movie. For example, if I'm done one scared and I get pregnant,
Yeah.
then I'm going to push the film back another year. It's going to look like an old
But it
film.
also costs so many careers, I'm sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's just logical.
Okay.
So I think it's okay. Somewhere there, they're probably okay. Fine. At least during my movie, don't get pregnant.
I was speaking
Go
to...
do it in your free time.
Okay, no, I was speaking to Madhu ma'am,
Yeah.
and she was saying ki, the other thing that we would just wake up in the morning, you would grab a newspaper or a magazine, and the one thing apart from, of course, the affairs and all, was that ki two heroines are having a cat fight. That was like a headline that would make it to the newspapers almost every other day. Do you remember being pitted against somebody by the media at that time?
Not really. I don't remember. I did very few multi-heroine movies. So I didn't have any cat fights with anybody. So
Right. But you think two women actors, two heroines could become friends?
no.
Why do you say so?
See, if you're the same age group, you're vying for the same kind of roles, somewhere or the other, there is going to be an insecurity in your mind. And my definition of a best friend is somebody who doesn't hide anything and is able to vent or say every single thing to my friend without any filters. But if you and me are actresses, and I know okay, we are the same age group and we want the same kind of work, so there is always going to be a little pullback. Like I will not be discussing my career with you. I will not be that kind of advice from you. Whereas with my best friend who's nothing to do with film, I'll say, "Arey, ye hai, karoon kya? What do you think? Am I looking nice? What do you think?" I know I'll get an unfiltered opinion.
Right.
With two actresses, we can be friends. We can be very good friends, but not 100%.
No, I get what you're
something's
saying.
missing.
There's always the sense of competition.
It's not competition, it's just a little self-love, and it's a little extra love for yourself that you want the work. Actors are greedy, they want the work.
Right.
There is zero actor who says, I don't feel like working. We're all vying for work.
Sure.
We're going to do as much work as comes our way. So then it's a bit hard to be absolutely,
Yeah.
a completely best friends.
So who were your friends in the industry?
Everybody. So I was
really close. Let's say.
I was really close to every hero I worked with in that time. Like so all my co-stars, and at that time films used to take like a year or two. So for that 1 or 2 years, we would become family and best friends and have meals together and hang out at each other's houses and meet and be on the set together eating our meals and sitting in between shots together. So everybody would become best friends. I was extremely close to Salman. I was extremely close to Rahul. I was extremely close to Ravi. I was extremely close. Basically, I was close to everybody.
Right.
Yeah, at the time.
So I have.
So I was constantly working with heroes, na? So there's no question to become a best friend with a heroine. कैसे बनूं मैं best friend? कैसे बनूं? I'll meet you at a party and say hi, how are you? You look lovely. But हो गया खत्म.
Okay, wait. These compliments are genuine.
No. Means
I love this.
I have learned that if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. So then when you enter a party, you're not going to not say anything at all. So then you're going to say something nice.
Right.
So I'm going to look at you and say, wow, you look lovely. What a lovely outfit. I may not mean it, but I'm making conversation. I'm just being unfiltered now at this point.
No. So, going back to this friendship thing, I did hear that you guys used to work together and spend the time that you had between shots. Perhaps, there was Amir sometimes who would come. There was Salman, Sangeeta, Bijlani and all of that. You had a good time during,
Very good time. Extremely good time. We would sit, hang around, play board games, discuss life and, food. And it used to be like good fun and camaraderie always.
Salman being the bachelor that he is still now and today.
We were all bachelors.
None
of us were married.
No, of course, no. But Salman continues to be, is what I'm saying.
No, but tell you the smart ones.
No, at that time, did you think that he's going to get married?
We didn't think about marriage. We were such young babes in the wood. Why would we be thinking marriage? We were thinking career at that point of time.
Okay.
We were all career oriented, and which is our next movie and which article is coming out and which journalist is catching our love affairs. That's all we wanted. We were concerned with.
So you never thought about it, this guy perhaps is going to get married to Sangeeta? Never?
No.
Okay.
I mean, it wasn't something that I questioned. I knew that they were dating and she was on our set and we would meet in the house but मैंने ये नहीं सोचा शादी and all. Again, we were very young.
Right.
So nobody was really thinking shadi.
Long term, right.
Yeah.
That is true. Very true. I've heard that, so you have done 1.5 films with Salman is what I heard.
Yeah.
What is that half film secret?
It's not a secret. I think it was a film called Patanga, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
So in that time, what used to happen is you used to sign a film. Any of us would sign a movie with all the best intentions, and the producer would of course start the movie with all the best intentions, and then he would run out of money somewhere along the line. It wasn't a corporate culture.
Right.
Producers at that point would sell their wives' jewelry, mortgage their homes. They were passionate filmmakers.
Right.
So anything for a good movie would go. And then they would run out of the funds to complete the film. So then it would just go dabbe mein. The dabbe mein jana movie, because reels hoti thi na. So dabbe mein chali jati thi.
So this was one of those films.
This was one of the movies.
And they never planned on reviving it?
I don't think so.
Okay. The other person you worked with almost everybody, I think.
Yeah.
The one person we didn't see you doing films with is Shah Rukh Khan. But you did a lot of stage shows with him.
Lots.
In the West.
We did.
So
we did entire world tours together.
How was that? Like, he was sort of just starting out.
We're all colleagues.
Yeah.
So all fun and games, we're shopping together, eating together, doing shows together, backstage together, in and out of each other's green rooms.
Full fun, no?
Yeah.
What days they were.
Yeah, those were the days, my friend.
Yes, also I think you did not have this kind of an intrusive pap culture at that time.
Not at all. And no people walking around with mobiles or just phone. Taking your oops moments. Or,
Yeah.
So even there was no culture of getting caught in an awkward moment or, if you're in a bad state of dress or sitting untidily,
right,
or chit-chatting with somebody, or digging your nose, or digging your teeth. People were more bindas, na? There's no problem with people. So you have a camera in your hand as a memory keeper, not as an intrusive object.
Right.
To intrude into other people's lives. For that, you watch Bigg Boss.
Do you want to join Bigg Boss?
Nah, no chance.
Did you get an
I
did you
just
call
love
ever?
Big Boss. Don't take me wrong. I watch it like a maniac. My kids make fun of me.
Yeah.
But I'm not a contestant.
Did you ever get a call from
Yeah, I
them?
did. I did.
And you didn't want to do it.
No. I wouldn't be able to.
Being away from your phone, from your family for that long.
My dogs,
Yeah, and the drama there also.
my parents, I can't.
No, but we were talking about Shah Rukh. No, what I wanted to ask you is, again, no offers ever came your way to work together?
Strangely, no. Because I think by the time he started ascending, I
left.
had gotten married. So, hence, that didn't happen. I did all these world tours after I was married.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so doing a world tour as a married actress was not a big deal, right? So, world tours I was doing. My husband would be directing the shows, I would be anchoring the shows. It was okay.
You spoke about how close you continue to be to the Dutts. And you know, when Manyata was pregnant, you sort of went there. You know, Sanjay sir spoke about it. You went to her place every day post work, I think. You were there for her, you know.
So that was again an unfortunate time when she got pregnant and he was going to prison briefly. So he called me and said, she's alone. I'm leaving her up to you. So I said, of course, she's my responsibility. So from the time she got pregnant to the time she delivered the babies, I was with her every single day.
Yeah.
I would go every day. It was like the old days going back to Ajanta Arts.
Yeah.
I would go back and go and hang all day in their apartment.
What was the mahal in the industry like when, you know, Sanjay sir he had to go to the prison? Anything changed?
Everybody was feeling bad. Nobody was feeling good about it.
Yeah.
He's like a really, really good guy. People in the industry really love him.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, so there was not a single person who was not upset about the whole situation. So it was like quite a dark time for everyone.
Difficult
emotionally
to also deal with Manyata at that time because she was going through so much.
Yeah, she was pregnant with twins, and to be without your spouse at that point of time is the hardest thing.
Absolutely.
You know, you may have friends. I can be there for you, but I can't be your spouse. So, yeah.
Right. You know, I also did read this story somewhere, correct me if I'm wrong, that it was you and your husband who had spotted Irrfan Khan for the first time.
No, so not me and my husband. My husband introduced Irrfan in Ghat as the main villain.
Yeah.
So that was, and I remember shooting with him. I was in Ghat opposite Arshad Varsi. I remember watching his first scene, the first intro scene on the monitor, and we were all mesmerized because his eyes were talking.
Yes.
You know, just his big, bulbous eyes, and that intense scene was going on about Rajma Chawal, and deadpan he was doing it. It was scary and it was outstanding at the same time.
What a find, no?
Oh my God, what an actor.
What an actor.
Matlab genius.
Did you
Absolute genius.
sort of over the years stay in touch with him?
Akash did. Yeah, Akash definitely was in touch with him.
Right. That 20-year break that we are talking about, did you ever regret even for a single day that I think I'm missing out on work, I should get back?
No. My children are the joy of my life. I made a great home and I brought up my kids really well. I was hands-on mom all the time, helicopter parent, so to speak. So no regrets at all.
Yeah.
I was playing a really good real part, not a real part.
That's true. What was like a deal breaker for you when you were sort of, if I may say, your prime? What was that one deal breaker, one role, something that you would never do?
I had a bad experience with the producers of one particular film of mine with Rahul Roy. They turned out to not be nice people because before the release of the movie, that time people used to try and sell their movies pre-release or whatever they would do. They would have these publicity campaigns, and he morphed my pictures. And wo zamane mein, 90s mein, he morphed my pictures and created an extremely sexy poster, which wasn't me. My face was there, but that body was not me. So that's the only very bad experience I had. So subsequent to that, I didn't dub that movie. I refused to, and I complained and I filed a case, and case का क्या ही होता है. But yeah, that was the only very, very bad deal I got as a heroine during the entire time that I was in the. Otherwise, I've met and worked with very decent people.
Yeah.
Very, very decent people.
So you're saying that had you known that you had to sort of, till whatever extent, bear yourself up, if you had known before, you wouldn't have done this film?
I mean, what? I didn't bear myself. It wasn't me only.
No, I'm saying in case they had asked you initially.
Listen, in Mr. Bond, I wore a swimming costume.
Right.
In Pyar Ka Saya, I did very sensuous scenes with my husband. I've done photo shoots in costumes at that point of time on the beach or by the poolside. So I was not a prude. But being not being a prude and being vulgar, there is a very huge difference. I was never vulgar in my entire career. I was always a very classy, sensual person.
Yeah.
Not that ganda cleavage dikha ke and wo gandagi I don't like. That's gandagi for me.
For you.
It's not my sensibility.
Sure.
It may be okay for you,
Sure.
but it's not okay for me.
Yeah.
And it's definitely not okay for me if you're going to cut my head and put it on somebody's body.
Had this happened today, I'm sure there would be consequences.
No. Now though it's even worse.
What are you saying?
What are those things called which are going...
Deepfake.
Yeah. Now though it's horrifying. Now though they can make moving images of you with somebody else's body. That time to chalo unhone kaat-kut ke kiya hoga. They must be cutting pictures.
But it was still for an official film poster, imagine.
Official films to poster in an official film magazine. When I saw it, I was horrified. So it was like the body of some woman. It was just too disgusting.
Oh my God. What?
Yeah. So today to Baba, my God, if I was in today's era, I would have died, I think.
You knew how to stand up for yourself. There was this incident involving Mr. Pancholi, right? Where, there was some kind of tiff that happened and you decided that, I'm going to walk off because I'm not going to tolerate this. Somebody, calling me out for reasons maybe which do not have any truth in them. Is it important, how important it is, Sheeba, for women especially to stand up and stand their grounds?
Not women, it's important for every human to stand up for himself. Let's not be sexist about that. Every human should stand up for himself and be decent and dignified and conduct themselves in a certain way, with pride and dignity and keeping your family values in mind.
Yeah.
See, that time we were young, short-tempered, hot-headed. So, I mean, now when I look back, I'm like, perhaps things could have been handled differently.
Better.
But when you're hot-headed when you're a teenager, no. And now, Abhi at this point, if it happened to me now, I would not have walked off. I would have slapped him.
Nobody should tolerate disrespect, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So you're not in touch with him?
No. We met somewhere and said, hey, decades later.
Okay.
All gone with the wind. These things are all water under the bridge.
So did you reconnect with Saif and Amrita also after the whole dog incident?
Weirdly, I didn't meet Ingi again, but Saif I did. Saif in fact told my husband also that Sheeba will continue to be mad at me for that. So he's like, no, she's okay, because I became obviously in a bad state of mind and in a bad phase at that point of time. Okay.
It's okay. So, I mean, you will speak up to Saif if you see him
at an
event.
Of course.
Right.
Definitely.
And do you speak to Amrita ma'am also?
No, I haven't met her in years and years and years.
Okay.
Decades actually.
Right, absolutely. Tell me one film that you sort of had to pass on for whatever reason, then it became a hit and you regretted it.
There were quite a few films like that, but now if you ask me for names, I am the worst brain fog ever. I do recall being offered even the Pardesi song Pardesi Pardesi Jana Nahi. And for some odd reason, I said I don't want to do a guest appearance song. And then when the song became such a big hit, I felt quite bad about it.
What are you looking for today, as an actor? What are you seeking?
I am seeking some action parts. I want to do action again. I feel I'll do great action. I want to do intense parts. I'm greedy. I want to do all kinds of parts.
Nothing you can talk about.
Obviously not. I could barely talk about Baaghi 4 until the trailer came out.
These days you have NDAs also, no? You didn't have it back then.
Yeah. So now literally you can't put a picture from the set. It's they're so strict about it.
Right. But hope to see so much more of you.
Yes.
And yes, hopefully we'll get to see you doing a lot more action on screen.
Remember the slap.
The slap, yes. Thank you, Sheeba ji. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Hi, this is Sheeba and you're watching me on News 18.